Hey guys, so today I want to make a quick little comparison here between the Galaxy Mega, the Android software that is running versus iOS 7 on my iPhone 5 that I have installed over here. So we will be comparing the operating systems most of the time in this video. And the Galaxy Mega 6.3 here is of course Samsung's latest smartphone here, which is a new series they're starting up that is bigger than the Note series, but it doesn't have the S Pen. So you don't get the pen, but you get a much bigger display. And of course you get a little bit lower specs than what you would get in a Note lineup, because this one is focusing mostly on the screen and also on a little bigger battery. So if we start off here, we've just unlocked the iOS 7 device here and unlocked my Android device here from Samsung with TouchWiz on top, which is Samsung's own skinned UI that they put on top of Android. So the first thing we can see here is still at the first, if you haven't seen iOS 7, they have changed all the icons, so all the icons have been updated to more of like a cartoonish feeling, and then also they go more with the theme of black and white. And you can also see here on the lock screen here, you have these nice fadeaway effects. You have a live wallpaper here. Slide to unlock, you slide left, and then also nothing happens when you slide to right side. You have a quick access to the camera, which is extremely good when you want to take pictures of something, of course, when you want to take them quick. They have also remade all of the apps, like the browser, the Safari browser, the camera browser, the music browser, not music browser, but of course use the music player. So we can go with specific apps probably in another video, but you also have like a new control center in iOS 7 that you can access anywhere on it. And of course in this video I'll be focusing a little bit more here on iOS 7 because that's the new thing, and that is when you swipe from the bottom side here, you get this kind of control center up, and here you get some quick toggles. You can quickly toggle Wi-Fi, airplane mode, Bluetooth mode, do not disturb mode when you don't want anyone to disturb you, and then also of course rotation mode, the screen here if you want to customize this one. Of course this is kind of like when you go down from the top on the Samsung device, because here on top here we do get all of these toggles, and here you can see in this control center when you swipe up from the bottom side you also get these kinds of toggles, not as many, but they get some pretty nice toggles. And you always have the music player here when you play music. Of course this little play will pop up when you play music. Of course on my Samsung device here it will pop up a little bit of a player, and then also we do get some quick toggles down here to have a cool flashlight. So some quick mini apps, some quick shortcuts over there to calculator and the camera, so that could of course be very nice as well. And then also, if you want to know, if you take a look at these two home screens here, what is still difference between these two? Well, the big thing of course is that you still have your own home screens here, where you have a little bit more of a freedom on the Samsung device, because here we can have both widgets and apps. And if we don't want to have anything on our home screens, we can also remove it, and we have this kind of library here where we can see all of our apps. What Apple always have decided, or use widgets, what Apple always have decided to always show all of the apps on the home screen. Of course you can create custom folders and kind of hide away apps, but you still kind of will see them on the home screen, while you have much more flexibility here in Android. And of course we can install a custom launcher to change the UI completely, maybe the what is it called, like the Nova launcher. There's some other launchers out there called Apex launcher, where you can completely customize the UI and how it looks like. And you can also see of course that the Galaxy Mega is a super big phone over here, super big, 6.3 inch versus 4 inch over here. If you talk about the display, which one's better here, I could say that definitely the iPhone display is a little better here. The display that you get on the Mega is a TFT LCD display, which is not as good as the AMOLED display. It doesn't have as good viewing angles when you look at the phone from the side as an S4 or an S3, but it's still pretty decent. And it can still work. If you compare here the multitasking, of course you still use double tap here on the iPhone, and we just hold in the home button here on my Samsung device. You can see here that multitasking is a little bit different here. You swipe in the iPhone while you go up and down on my Galaxy Mega, but it's pretty similar. You swipe up here, kind of like HTC have had earlier. And then also what you can do, what I do like here about Android is that just with one tap I can remove everything. So I can like close everything. We'll see if it's gonna come out any jailbreak tweaks or anything to the iPhone 5. Hopefully it will, and hopefully it will come out a jailbreak in the future. So if we now also continue, let's try to create a folder here. So how you create a folder on iOS 7, of course, is how we always have been doing it. You just take one and then you just drag it on top. And the cool thing now with iOS 7 is that it seems like it's way better when you create folders, because you can have a ton of apps here you can swipe in. It's kind of like mini home screens now. So that, of course, is definitely something that I do enjoy. Well, if you want to create a folder here, let's try to create a folder here on my Samsung device. Let's see, can we swipe on top? Nope, we can't. So we need to hold in and then go up there at the top to create a folder. We'll pick a name. And now we can just drag and drop, and this is how it looks like. So you can see all of your apps in here. It kind of looks like the old version of iOS in iOS 6. Then they kind of had that system. So of course that is pretty nice. You also have 8-megapixel camera on both these two devices. I will be comparing or try out the Galaxy Mega 6.3-inch camera a little bit more, compared against the S4 and S3 probably, and maybe the Note 2 as well. Because that's definitely something that I do want to do. And then also when we go down now on the iOS 7, you can see here at the top. So this is kind of the control center here, but you also get the notifications here in Android. You don't get anything when you swipe from the top. Apple likes to keep focusing on the control center at the bottom here. And then they do have a section up here where you can see the calendar. You also have some tweaks in the settings area if you want to see even more stuff in here in like stocks and things. I kind of do like it that with the new design here, that you can see that it's kind of like transparent. So it's these small little things that makes it look pretty attractive here on the iPhone. And then also, if you want to now search on the iPhone, because of course they have changed that system. Before you swipe one side to the left here to search for apps or anything else. Now you just drag down like that, and you will see search for iPhone or search an iPhone. So let's say I want to open an app or reminders. As you can see here, I get some music popping up, and also the applications. So that is how you search. Pretty useful. I actually think it's better than probably what you do get in Android, because in Android, if I want to search something, I need to go into programs. I need to like tap in here. No, maybe not. I'm not sure. I mean, it's definitely easier to search for stuff in the iPhone. I'm not sure why that's the case. They should definitely make it probably a little bit easier. I'm probably gonna get some haters now in this video. And then also, let's see here if we could check out some quick apps here as well. Gonna fire up the Safari browser here. So Apple, I kind of like it with the update that they really did change everything. They did change all of the apps that you get with the phone. So I fire up GSM Arena here, and the favorite feature I do like with the new browser here is definitely that it looks way more clean at the top UI. You can see that you only have one bar there. You have one reload button, and then you have one button here at the side if you want to go into reading mode. But it's really clean and stylish. And definitely with the new tab system here, looks so good. It kind of like, you can see that they kind of like copied the Chrome browser, Chrome beta browser. I still think though it's a little bit more slimmed down here. Well, it's a little bit more, you get a little bit more here options inside of the Galaxy Mega. But then of course this is a big phone, so it doesn't really matter if you get a little bit more up there at the top, because it's a big phone. So I'll probably do separate videos where I'll be fully like comparing the browser and stuff, if I will. Oh, we open up a BMW ad. Okay, so this is how it looks like. You can see that of course you get a ton more stuff that you can see here on the Galaxy Mega, because it is pretty big. It's pretty big, it's pretty big, it's pretty nice. But no lag, of course, or whatsoever in any of these two devices. And then also, let's just fire up the camera quick and show off the new camera app here. So you can see here that the new camera app has been updated here, and it is just a very simple one where you can just swipe here to go into different modes. And Apple usually likes to keep it simple, and this time also it's very simple. I think this square mode is for like Instagram, and then you have normal photo mode. You can also enable HDR, as you can see up there at the top underneath here. You also have the panorama mode, which they also seem to make a little bit easier here. Very simple UI. And then of course when we pop up our camera here on the Galaxy Mega, you can see that it has this Galaxy camera UI that you also do get in the S4, which is also extremely nice, that you do have a quick button here for different modes. You do get some help there at the side showing you what they will do: sport mode, panorama mode, HDR mode, and then of course you can see this text is in Swedish, but of course if you do have an English setup on your phone, you can read that totally. You can see here that you can take a video and take pictures at the same time, so pretty good, pretty awesome. So just a quick little video here showing off mostly iOS 7, of course, because it is kind of new. You get some new features here though, also in Android compared to earlier versions for Samsung devices, and that's definitely that you have more toggles here in the settings area, which I do enjoy a lot. And then you probably also have some small features. I can of course definitely go over a lot of mini features that you do get inside of Android compared to iOS 7. That's very nice. Like you can have two apps open up at the same time here on my Galaxy Mega, so I can have one app here and one app here. It's definitely nice when you have a big display like this, especially when gaming experience, movie experience and everything will be better because the display is just too big. But definitely it's pretty insane that Apple, like when they can bring up an update, they can update every single app just because they control kind of like the whole experience over there. So this is also how the keypad looks like, or when you type stuff, you can definitely see that it's a little bit more black and white there, that Apple likes to type it. And you can see here also a quick little look here how it looks like. So definitely I may be doing more videos comparing just these two with iOS 7, definitely, because iOS 7 is an interesting update. Hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you want to see anything specific, please let me know about that and I will see what I can do. But until next time, have a great day.